A nude political candidate wanted to make a point about how important it is to be nude in public, so he literally protested in Times Square wearing absolutely nothing. Now, this politician's name is George Davis, and he is a candidate for the San Francisco Board of Supervisors. His opponent introduced legislation that actually did pass in 2013 that would ban public nudity in San Francisco, and he's absolutely livid about it, so he's trying to make a point about how important it is to express yourself in your birthday suit, okay? So Scott Wiener, ironically, is the person who proposed the legislation that he's not in favor of. That's his opponent. And he's been arrested for public nudity on 2 different occasions. I think this opens up a really fascinating conversation, right? Because I know that I'm not necessarily in favor of public nudity. Actually, I don't want public nudity. I like that we wear clothes. But at the same time, I don't know why. I don't know how to defend my position, because if someone is nude, so what? What's going to happen?
Well, first of all, of course, you know what people are going to say. What about children?
Right, but children also have
Children
stuff.
don't give a damn, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Now, the question isn't really young kids, because they're used to nudity anyway.
Yeah.
The question is kids that are in the middle, right? 7 to 17, whatever it might be. Okay, you got a 13-year-old daughter, and this dude's walking around with his Johnson, right? Hanging out. So then people get a little uncomfortable about that.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
and at first it's a lovely old man like that. He's obviously not doing it for the kicks, you know. He believes it. I believe him that it's out of principle. By the way, only in New York do you have the Penguin taking a picture of a naked politician. Okay, but then eventually it's going to be Perv Johnson down the street, and he's going to be swinging his, you know, wiener all around.
You've made a devastating point. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about people that, you know, get aroused by flashing people.
And then there's that.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be aroused in public.
Yes.
And then they're walking around like that. So look, in reality, Anna's right. We shouldn't care. Who cares? It's our body. That's
Right.
And we're all as a society so worried. Oh my God, what if you saw my whole body? So what? What would really happen?
Yes.
Your heads wouldn't really explode. But given where we are today as a society, people are uncomfortable with the idea of their, you know, not super young kids, but they're teenager kids seeing people walking around with their junk out.
Yes. I'm going to tell a fun personal story about
Do it.
my first time seeing a penis.
Oh, all of a sudden.
So when I was 15, I joined the speech and debate team at Los Angeles Valley College. That was the thing that I did. I loved it, right? And I was obviously younger than everyone else, but that was like my way of going out and doing crazy things. And one of the trips that we took for a tournament was what?
You joined the debate team?
Yeah.
That was your thing of doing fun and crazy things? Did you guys hear that? She's like, but I was young. I was young and wild, so I joined the debate team. Go nuts, Anna. Ooh, light them up.
Okay.
And I can't wait to see when the dick comes out.
So I'm 15, and everyone around me is like in their early 20s, right? Because they're at a community college, or yeah, they're in their early 20s. And so we go on this like speech and debate retreat in at Mammoth Lake. And one night we decide, let's go to the local spa there, right? And like, let's swim, maybe hang out in the jacuzzi, whatever. And it's both men and women. And I'm like super excited, whatever. And the spa was completely empty. There was no one there. And so since the majority of the speech and debate team consisted of men, they decided we're just going to chill in the men's locker room in the jacuzzi there. And since no one else was there, I was like, yeah, I'll just go in there with them. It's not a big deal. So I sneak into the men's locker room, and I'm in the jacuzzi with you know, my teammates or whatever. And all of a sudden, this middle-aged dude with the biggest penis I've ever seen in my life, even till this day, just walks by, and I died. That was the first time I had seen it. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I like...
Did you figure it out later? What to do with it?
I have another men's locker room story for the post-game show that's just as juicy, if not juicier.
Ooh, and on a men's locker room,
Yes.
post-game, pays to be a member. Go, tytnetwork.com.